Hi guys! In this video we're going to be looking at simple interest. This is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1, please watch that first. Otherwise this might get quite confusing for you. So the simple interest formula is the borrowed amount times the interest rate times the time, so how long you borrow for. Now you need to remember that the time needs to be in the same units. So if the interest rate is per year, then the time that you borrow for needs to be per year as well. If it's the interest rate is calculated at per month, then the time needs to be how many months you borrowed for. So let's look at some examples and get started. Ryan puts $500 in his savings account for 24 months at 2% per annum simple interest. How much interest does he accrue? Okay, so first of all, we've got 24 months and 2% per annum, which means 2% per year. So these two are not in the same units at the moment. We need to change them. So 24 months I know is 2 years. So we'll change that to 2 years. 2% per annum is 2% per year. So now they're both in years and we can get started. So simple interest equals the borrowed amount, which is $500, times the interest rate, which is 2%. Times the time that we borrow for, which is 2 years. Okay, so 2% of 500 is 10 times 2 years. Oh, I run out of space here. Equals $20. So he makes $20 after 2 years of putting his money in the bank. Okay, now let's look at our next example. Meg borrows $10,000 from her friend for 6 months at 4% per annum. So again, 6 months, well, that's in months, and 4% per annum is in years. So we can change that into years by making it half a year. That's probably easier. So half a year, well, we'll get rid of the 6 months. How much simple interest does she need to repay? So simple interest equals the borrowed amount of $10,000 times the interest rate, which is 4% per annum, times the time, which is half a year. So the first thing I'm going to do though is do that 4% times half equals 2%. So what I'm really doing is finding 2% of 10,000. So 2% of 10,000 is $200. So she needs to repay $200. What is the total amount she needs to repay her friend? Well, what I just have. After 6 months, she's not going to just repay $200. She needs to repay the principal amount that she borrowed as well. So repayment equals the original amount that she borrowed, which is $10,000, plus $200, which makes it $10,200. That's how much she needs to repay her friend at the end of 6 months. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.